Thanks for staying with us. Former Cabinet Minister Musa Sirma says a referendum on reducing constitutional commissions and workers would be the best tool to address the government's rising wage bill, as it would allow the government to address a problem that threatens the country's economic future. Speaking in Baringo, Sirma challenged President Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy William Ruto to bite the bullet and take tough decisions regarding job cuts and expenditure controls. However unpopular the measures may turn out to be.
He may not have been in the news recently, but fiery Rift Valley politician Musa Sirma has been watching the latest happenings with a keen eye. Speaking in Pemwai, Baringo, after launching projects for the elderly, including a new house and a bus, Sirma said that there should be no turning back in the government's pledge to tame the rising wage bill that threatens to choke vital funds from being channeled to development projects.
Rais na deputy, imefika wakati they must bite the bullet. Kenya inaelekea mahali pagumu na wanataka kunyamaza. Kibaki alipoingia hatamu ya uongozi akatuambia ya kwamba alipata treasury kama hakuna kitu. Moi alimaliza. Yeye si ndiye atuambie leo alipata nini Kibaki alipoondoka.
He says Kenyans must be ready to make the necessary constitutional changes to achieve that.
Kama watumishi wamejazwa wengi na tumeona katika katiba tumecreate makazi mingi, twende referendum tuokoe nchi. It is time that we make a decision, painful decisions, to chunga to devolution.
The former cabinet minister also spoke on the alcohol problem that threatens Baringo County students, so much so that Baringo Central MP Sami Mwaita called for the introduction of the alcohol breathalyzer in schools there.
Tupunguze hii maneno ya pombe. Pombe inamaliza vijana.
Local residents applauded the calls for greater public awareness campaigns in the area to tackle the problem of alcohol abuse. Abdi Osman, Citizen Live at 1.
6 legislators from the Parliamentary Human Rights Caucus have asked the government to lift a caveat prohibiting residents of Sierra Leone village in Narok South from constructing houses and any other structures on the land said to be in the contentious Mau forest. Speaking during a visit to the Masai Mau complex, the parliamentarian said that the residents have been denied their basic human rights as enshrined in the Kenyan constitution, and the government ought to respect the title deeds they hold.
Tunaomba serikali ya Jubilee, vile mulienda pwani mkapatia watu matitle ambayo haina caveat mzuri, mkuje hapa watu wa Kipsigis ambao hainishi Sierra Leone, mtoe caveat kwa mashamba yao waweze kujijengea.
Kama hii serikali ni ya kusema na kutenda, sio ya kusema na kulenga. Wakuje wapatieni ardhi yenu, mjenge nyumba zenu, vile walikuwa wanatoa vyeti vya kumiliki ardhi kule Mombasa, wakuje waheshimu vile vyeti ambao mko navyo, au sivyo?
Lazima koti iheshimiwe na hao wananchi warudi katika mashamba yao.
And Kilifi Governor Emerson Jeffer Kingi has urged residents of the county to embrace commercial agriculture as a means of creating employment for the youth as well as making the county food sufficient. Speaking during a seed distribution exercise where over 100 farmers received hybrid seeds at Dagamra in Magarini sub-county, the governor said it was time for residents of the county to aggressively market their produce both within and beyond Kilifi County.
Ukimwakilisha kaka yako. Haya, makofi kwa huyu mama akipokea mbegu hizo kutoka kwa mheshimiwa gavana. Asante.
Kabichi haitoki Kilifi, tomato haitoki Kilifi, mnavu hautoki Kilifi, mayai hayatoki Kilifi, kuku hawatoki Kilifi, nyama hazitoki Kilifi. Lakini mbinu kama hizi zitahakikisha kwamba vijana wetu na kina mama wana miradi kadha wa kadha ili wajiendeleze kimaendeleo. Ndiposa katika maono yetu na mipangilio yetu kama serikali tumeweka hazina inaitwa Mbegu Fund.
The dispute between Russia and Ukraine over the Ukrainian region of Crimea took a new twist after Russia announced it fully recognizes Crimea's independence after a referendum and that Moscow is now taking steps to absorb it.
Russian President Vladimir Putin has formally informed the Russian parliament of Crimea's request to join the country, the first legislative step towards absorbing the peninsula. On Monday, Putin signed an order which recognized Crimea's independence. Ukrainian political party leader and presidential hopeful Vitaly Klitschko dismissed Crimea's referendum and its effort to join Russia yesterday, saying the peninsula will remain a Ukrainian region. Yvette Mumanyi, live at 1.
And still on the international front, the search for flight MH370 entered its 11th day after the plane went missing while en route to Beijing, China, which is among several countries leading the search exercise, and has begun redirecting the search mission of the missing jet with 8 vessels heading north to the southeastern part of the Bay of Bengal in the Indian Ocean, and another 3 heading south to search the waters in Sunda Strait.
The China Marine Search and Rescue Center of the Ministry of Transport is stepping up the coordination with Malaysian Marine Research and Rescue Department to draw up a more specific plan. The center will coordinate the Chinese merchant ships that pass through relevant waters to intensify the search effort. Rescuers, however, are quoting the distance of the 2 newly designated search areas as a challenge in their search efforts. But even as the search and rescue efforts continue, furious Chinese family members said that they are going on hunger strike, demanding the Malaysian government to tell them the truth about the fate of their loved ones aboard the missing flight MH370. The families say they feel that the Malaysian government was not being upfront in their statements. No trace of the flight has been found despite a search of unprecedented scale involving 26 countries, covering an area stretching from the shores of the Caspian Sea in the north to the deep in the southern Indian Ocean. Zedikos Gay for Citizen Live at 1.